what you could tell me about the Fowler enterprise? The origin, the idea, and the
Okay,
action.
well, as far as us, well, you know my dad, right? My dad is a fabulous musician. He's a great educator. And he really helped us all the way when we were growing up. He got us around really great musicians, and he sponsored programs in the schools to get really good music teachers to come up from either LA or New York and teach the kids, not just in Salt Lake City. We were from Salt Lake City, but also from other towns around there. He tried to form, and he was instrumental in forming the Jazz Educators, National Association of Jazz Educators, and try to get the music in the schools, in the colleges, to represent some of the actual music that you do if you come somewhere like here, like Hollywood, and you write music that you actually do to make money and that's actually commercially viable music. He had Frank. Frank came up and taught one master class at the college, at one of the colleges my dad taught at. Anyway, so after he retired, or just before he retired, he started to form a company to publish books that he wrote. He wrote a bunch of books about guitar and piano, and so he developed his own method of writing chord changes. That you could write a lot more different kinds of changes. It was a kind of a mathematical approach. And in the meantime, we all kind of we were kind of disillusioned by the business that we saw. Like when we saw some of the stuff that went on with Frank's manager and with Beefheart's manager, same guy, and other people in the business. We've never been able to hire a guy and give him the power over us. So rather than do that, we decided to make our own company. The unfortunate part about it is sometimes you do need some direction. But beyond that, business-wise, it's really hard to do. I think it's impossible, really, to make it big, for instance, and do it on your own. You have to have people help you do it. Anyway, we got to make the records that we wanted to make, more or less. But we also did it as a family thing. So each kid got to kind of put a tune on there. That doesn't necessarily make it the most cohesive record in history. It's more a potpourri, we'd call it. But I really liked the first record we did, which was Hunter. Actually, we did one before that called Fly On, which was done in Japan in '75. Nobody knows about that one, probably. It's kind of rare. Very rare. That was when we were with Frank, and Chester played with us. It was right, at the about my end of my time with Frank, '75. Chester played, and Tom played, and this guy named Stu Goldberg played piano, who went to Europe later and became a piano soloist over there. Anyway, so we have our record company, Fossil Records, which we're planning on doing more stuff. We have some projects just about in the can right now, and we're working on the Fowler Brothers' next record. There's actually 2 of them. And I'm going to do something, maybe 1 or 2 things even. We'll probably do something that features Walt and Ed's music, which is pretty compatible. Ed writes some real interesting music. He's not been one who played with a lot of people. He's a computer guy. He's a computer programmer. And he's a paleontologist. So he looks for fossils a lot. We go out sometimes together, but he's found some new kinds of trilobites. And
so fossil records come from fossil, the name. Who invented that?
Yeah, we like to go collecting, and we just thought, well, fossil records, that might be interesting. Because in a sense, the record is a fossil of the music.
Yeah, that's right.
It's really true.
Living dead.
Yeah.
In a way.
Well, yeah, because the music was in the air before.
Yeah, that's
And when the music left the air, it went onto that. Never to be really heard again, but you can hear kind of a fossil of it by listening to a CD.
That's right.
It is right.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool. Then we discovered there were 2 other fossil record companies, so we had to have a battle with them a little bit. Not a big battle. Anyway, so we like that company, but we've never been much for running a company. Because we do music all the time, so naturally the company kind of languishes. And right now we're working on getting some better distribution in Europe. It might happen too, but we just get so busy we can't even do it hardly. So then we work and do a record and we put it out, and we don't have anybody pushing it, so it sort of like gets hard to find, real hard to find. And even when we try, it's just so hard because you're dealing with the big record labels. See, Frank was able to do things because, I mean, he's great, first of all, but also he had help at first. He had, I forgot which label he did first, but he went with Warner Brothers, and he had, he had some serious distribution and advertising. Went out and played, and did a great job of supporting his stuff, and that's what he does. That's his main thing. With us, it's kind of almost like a hobby.
So, are you sort of manager of that?
Well, not really, but yeah, I've done some of the work. Steve did a lot of work on it. I think Steve is the main guy. Steve is what you might call the manager.
How long is the catalog by now? How many?
We have about 7 or so.
And first came out in
1975? No, 85. Yeah, 10 years ago. So we've only done 7 records in 10 years. But there's more to come. It'll be coming faster. It's just that I think this summer we have plans for at least 1. And we might even put the band from Utopia on there. I don't really know yet. We're thinking about it.
Do you enjoy playing in that band?
Band from Utopia? Yeah, Band from Utopia is fun. It's a band where we have to really start playing more of our stuff. We had a nice tour though in the fall. But we need to play more original material. But one good thing about it is we get to choose which tunes we do of Frank's. So we got to play the tunes we didn't play for a long time, like Bebop Tango and Echidna's Nazar. We hadn't played those since 20 years, 20-something years. We never played those in '88. So I think it was really good for us. We got to go out and play those again. It makes us it makes us better musicians to learn that stuff. And it was nice to see the fans and get a chance to talk to the people, because a lot of times when we did a big show with Frank, we didn't even meet the people. You don't even talk to any of them. This time you've got a chance to meet people and talk to them and hang out some, and that was really good. I really enjoyed that. So we'll probably do that again, maybe in this fall or next year. But we're definitely going to play a lot of our tunes and some of Frank's as well. We don't want to just be a cover band, because we've already played with Frank, so why would we want to play just be a, Muffin Man or something? It's crazy.